What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kai Gibson, aka Real Secrets, and today we got the video for y'all. Hey, listen, your boy just gotta be feeling good. The reason why I'm finna get to do this video. I plan on stretching this as long as I can. That way I can give y'all as much information to where, hey, listen, you ain't gotta come on this YouTube channel every day and be able to view every single. You can view one video and get everything that you need inside of here, all right? So I'm about to give y'all a complete free game if you're somebody starting from scratch. You don't know a single thing about business, LLCs, S Corps, any of that. We're about to get ready to go over exactly inside of here how you actually obtain somebody else's money within the next 30 to 60 days. All right, so let's go ahead and get you guys started. I don't want to waste too much time, but for the people that's been here from the beginning, make sure you show your boy some love. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. That way you'll be notified every time your boy drops a video. All right, so let's go and get everybody started inside of here. I want to first say that usually when people are starting off with business, we try to be hard-headed. Just like me 5 years ago, I was hard-headed. Chad, I didn't want to learn from anybody on YouTube University or Google. And that ultimately got me a long route. Like, it took me longer. If I would have just listened and not been hard-headed, I would have been able to make it here within probably a year if I would have paid attention to people just like me on the internet. Saying that today, I'm about to take you guys from beginning to finish. When we're talking about business, a lot of people ask me, hey, listen, should I get started with an LLC? Should I start my LLC first if I have bad personal credit? Or should I just go ahead and get my credit fixed first? I want to handle that situation. Majority of big financial institutions, let's get rid of it right now. Our Chase, Wells Fargo, all these big banks that we know of usually do personal guarantee. So there's no way to get around it. They're going to do a personal credit check report on you. The problem is that nobody actually knows what they need on their report to actually back the newly opened business up. And I've had students that's been able to open an LLC within 2 weeks and being able to get their self-funded over $25K, which is amazing. But you have to know what you need on your report. So let's kind of start off with these things, right? Before we actually start off with a newly opened LLC, let's talk about what you actually need on your personal credit report first, all right? And this is going to be a couple of things that needs to be removed. Let's start off with the removal process. All right. Everybody wants to go ahead and start adding on to that personal credit report, but you have not yet checked if you have anything that's weighing that personal credit score down, right? Like, I'm not doing any edits or anything inside of here, but I want y'all just look at this side of the scale. If I have things weighing my personal credit score down, in other words, I have repossessions, I have inquiries, all these type of things that weigh my personal credit score down. If I go to building it's going to create a leeway, right? It's going to create a balancing to where if I started adding on something like a new credit card, a new trade line, my credit score is only going to shoot up about 5 to 10 points because I have items weighing it down. So I want to first let y'all know that all negative items should be removed off of your personal credit report. That's the fastest, not the fastest, but that is the best way to go ahead and get yourself started. If you have negative items, make sure you get them removed off. We're going to talk about a little bit more inside of here on how we add on the right way, because all this internet information, honestly, y'all are flooded with it and y'all don't have no direction because it's like, damn, all this information is just tossed out. And where do I start? This is the video for you. All right. So we clear everything off. That's the first step. Once we have everything cleared off of our personal credit report, now we want to be able to add on. But I'm about to really tell y'all the biggest 3 things that the bank actually wants to be able to see on your personal credit report in order for you to even back a business up. All right. Now, these 3 things are high limits, history, and a low amount of inquiries. When I say a low amount of inquiries, no less than 3. If you have any inquiries on your report that's more than, if you have more than 3 inquiries on your report, we want to get some of those removed. Because all it's doing is showing the bank that you're like kind of money thirsty, you're in need of money. The way to be able to pull the most out of the bank is to actually prove to them that you don't need their money. Think about this, right? There's a very big difference of somebody walking inside the bank that knows what the bank wants from them in order to get the maximum amount. But a person that doesn't know this, right? They don't know what the bank actually wants from them. They're just walking in hoping that they actually get approval because I might have a 700, 800 credit score. But you end up walking out with the lower end of the stick because you don't know what the bank actually wants from you. Now, I just gave y'all those three. High limits, history, no more than 3 inquiries on your report. Now that we have that cleared, let's go ahead and get to the building process. And I'm about to really help a lot of y'all out skip the line. Because like I said, the internet is flooded with so much information, it's crazy. I can't even look at the information anymore because somebody's telling you to go left and another person is telling you to go right. All right, so the best thing I can tell you guys is choose one person on the internet. Hopefully that's your boy. All right, I worked hard for my spot. And I honestly think I am the Albert Einstein of the credit industry. I will continue to analyze exactly how the credit industry works, how it moves, and how we actually elevate with it day by day. You can count on me. All right. If you guys love the way I explain things, make sure you drop it inside the comments. Hey, listen, Rich, I've been watching you for a good little minute, right? But let's go ahead and go into the building process. This is what I normally see. Okay. Now that we have everything removed off, the 2 biggest factors that you guys are going to have to worry about, right, onto the building process is 2 things. All right. 2 years ago, it used to be to where, hey, listen, I can automatically just add on trade lines, authorized users, okay? And let's go over that real quick because I don't want to miss anything inside of this video. I want to pack everything to where this is one video for you guys, all right? What is an authorized user? Well, this is simply if somebody inside of this video today, if you are starting off with a blank credit score, right? You're just now, you have nothing added on, nothing positive, nothing negative, and you want to be able to actually skip the line. You want your credit score to be boosted within the next 30 days. Well, I told you guys that the banks want high limits in history. This is an easy way to be able to do that. Let's say I'm a person that has a $15,000 personal credit card. I can add you on as an authorized user to that credit card, and within the next 30 days, that $15,000 is now reporting to your credit report. It automatically boosts your personal credit score. It adds a $15,000 line, and it adds history onto it. Now, let me give you guys the problems with this, right? It used to be you add 3 of these things on and you can start a business and you're good to go. Probably about 3 years ago. It's not the case anymore. The bank's creditors and lenders start to realize these things and they say now, hey, listen, we see that these are not actually your cards. So what do we do now? People are starting to get denied because they're thinking that all they need is trade lines. Let me get everybody to drop primary inside of the comment section. Not only do they need these age trade lines, aka authorized users, they're going to need primary trade lines. And the difference between the two is a primary trade line actually shows that you are the holder of the card. Now I'm going to really drop some game on y'all about the primary accounts and age trade lines that you want to be able to actually go out and get to help y'all out today, right? A combination of what you need on your personal credit report at the building phases is at least 3 primary trade lines. All right. And when we're going over the authorized users, you can stay around the brackets of 2 to 3 of these. It depends on how much you actually are looking for when it comes to your business. But the higher the limits, the longer the history, the more you're actually able to get on the business side. All right. Saying that, let's talk about authorized users first. All right. What is the quickest way for us to be able to get authorized users? Well, first way is if I have a family member or friend inside of the family that has had a credit card for at least 2 years. You want to make sure it's at least 2 years because this is the history requirement for somebody that is actually trying to be able to go out and get an approval either on the personal side or on the business side. All right, 2 years. But let's say that they do have that. You simply give them a call up and let them know, hey, listen, you call 3 of them up if you have 3 of them inside of your family, right? That'll be great. Hey, listen, add me as an authorized user on side of your card. And you want to make sure that they have positive payment history because this can ruin your personal credit report too if you just get them to add you on and they don't have positive payment history, right? But let's say that we don't have anybody inside of our family. Nobody knows about credit, right? What is another way for us to be able to get this and skip the line? And this is going to be actually going out to websites like TradeLineSupply.com and grabbing you and purchasing Age trade lines. The reason why I like being able to go buy your own trade lines because you get to determine the limit that you place on your personal credit report and the history. So I'm able to buy the highest limits and I'm able to get the longest history. That way when I actually go over on the business side, I can get myself funded the maximum amount. Now, this is gonna be for authorized use. Now let's talk about primary trade lines. I'm gonna really give y'all the game on this, right? Because a lot of y'all like, well, I don't wanna have to go out and apply for credit cards or anything like that to where I have that open account showing. So what's the best way for me to be able to go for primary accounts? I want everybody to drop, if you listen to this part, backdated accounts. Let me tell y'all about backdated accounts, all right? When you go after, and I'm gonna tell y'all, this is the main mistake most people make. They wanna go out and get new credit cards when you realize that new credit is only 10% of your entire FICO score. So sometimes there's no use of being able to even go out and get a new credit card. We might as well start with backdated primary trade lines. Now, saying that, give you guys a couple of those places that actually do that. First one is going to be Tomo. You guys literally leave this, and I will have a link in the description down below for you guys to be able to get linked with these primary accounts. But first one is going to be Tomo. Tomo will actually provide with you with a monthly fee, a $30,000 trade line with at least 5 years worth of history added on automatically to your personal credit report. Now, the way backdated accounts work is if I sign up for it today, when it reports to my actual personal credit report, it shows that I had it way longer. 5 years worth of history, $30,000 trade line. Who's actually gonna take action on this, chat? To see if I'm lying. Come back to one of my videos and tell me I'm lying, but I'm pretty sure we won't have anybody inside the comment section today. All right, next one. For all the people that are paying rent and you think it's reporting to your credit, it is not. Rent reporters is not only going to backdate your information just like Tomo, but they're going to add that history and a trade line that is reporting. This is our main factor, that we want things that are automatically added on with history and a high limit attached to it. That way when our personal credit score boosts up to the 700, 800 club, we're not lost. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, the banks don't look at your personal credit report, your personal credit score, as much as they look at your report. Like how much weight do you actually have on that personal credit report? That way we can give you even more weight. This is how it works. All right. For those of you who want even more backdated primary accounts, make sure you definitely get with me inside of the link down below. That will be for the people that need personal help from your boy. You're saying, hey, listen, I need you to be able to help me out within the next 30 to 60 days to be able to get my business funded. That will be for you guys inside of the description, right? But now that we have our fully developed personal credit report, we're in the 680s and above. This is how we want to be able to approach the business side. So let's talk about it. All right. When it comes to a newly opened LLC, you guys have two options inside of here. All right. I told you guys that regular bank requirement is 24 months from your business. This is what a normal big financial institution requires, 24 months in business. Now, two ways we can get around this. Either we can automatically go out and buy an Age corporation, a corporation that has been sitting on the shelf for a while, and it automatically comes with history. So we avoid that issue all in all. Or we can be somebody that decides to create a newly open LLC and back the history up with our personal credit report. But there's only one way we can do this. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit more, right? But when it comes to setting up a newly open business, let's start with these people, right? Because we'll have to have a whole new video when it comes to buying a shelf corporation, all right? But when we're starting up a newly LLC, the quickest way to be able to get this to you guys is no personal information on it. No personal phone number, no Gmail, Yahoo, iCloud account. You wanna make sure that you fully go out full professional, all right? And I have a lot of videos inside of my YouTube channel that breaks down exactly how you structure your business. All right, but let's say now that we have this LLC fully structured and we want to be able to now go out and back this business up. This is where the issue normally comes in at, is that the big financial institutions require that 2 years. So how do we get around that? Once again, I'm helping you guys skip the line. How we actually do that is approaching no documentation banks. It says, hey, listen, we welcome your newly opened LLC. We welcome your business. And as a matter of fact, we fund newly opened businesses without asking them for proof of income or tax returns. Now, if you are just now started off inside a business, 9 times out of 10, you don't have bank statements because just the average business owner doesn't just automatically, like, I'm pretty sure everybody would be rich if everybody automatically started their business and it just blew up, right? So proof of income is something that a startup business usually doesn't have automatically, especially three months of bank statements, right? And then we have tax returns. We are skipping past the line simply by knowing what banks to be able to approach, which are no documentation, because they're not going to ask our newly open LLC for funding. Now, let me tell you guys the big difference. I want to give you guys the pros, the cons, everything, all right? Don't want to give you the one without the two. When it comes to the difference between actually going out and getting a chef corp and starting off with a newly open LLC, you can expect for you actually having a newly open business that you're going to end up around the ranges of 15 to 25K approvals. If you guys fully listen to exactly what I said on your report. Because a big determination on the limit that you actually get is going to be the history. And even though you're opening up a newly open LLC and you're backing it up with your personal credit report, it's still risks when it comes to the business, right? So you can expect anywhere from 15 to 25K unless you guys understand the method of credit stacking, which is something we talk about on this YouTube channel. I might tag a video inside of here, all right? So it might be somewhere up here that you guys click on to better understand exactly what credit stacking is. That's going to be maximizing your funding, even if you're accepting low tier amounts, right? Around that 15 to 25, how do we actually maximize this and turn that 25,000 with one credit card into 3? Now we're walking out with 75 within a day. All right. But my goal is to be able to get you guys to where you're able to lead this live with information that you can take action on and that's just unregular than the norm. That's not on YouTube, right? Or Google. So hopefully I'm able to do that for you guys. If you're loving the information so far, make sure you definitely comment down below and let your boy know that, hey, listen, I'm doing an excellent job. Because even if I, have comments, which I don't really too much look at them, but even if I had people that said things on the channel, right? My goal is to be able to get better. I'm not going to judge you for judging my content. I'm just going to make it better. That's it. If I didn't explain it in a way that you don't understand, I'm going to make that better to where one day you'll be able to understand. All right. So let's continue on. What is the next thing? We know how to be able to get ourselves funded now. You gave us exactly what we need on our personal credit report and exactly what is needed when it comes to the business. All right. And we approach no documentation banks. But let me tell you guys one key point that you will never regret listening to this part of the video. If you listen to this ending part of the video, make sure you definitely let me know down below, all right? Because this is where we're actually going to end the video off. When we're applying for no documentation banks, another factor that you want to look after during the process of funding is going to be 0% interest business credit cards. When I'm looking to get a business funded, I hear everybody talking about OPM, other people's money, but I hear nobody talking about them not charging them for spending it. So when we're applying for 0% interest business credit cards, it is basically saying that we are not paying anything on top of what we're spending. So we're using somebody else's money without being charged to spend it. Now, I don't know about how many of y'all actually would like to be able to do that, but definitely let me know down below. Type of big me. All right. 0% interest business credit cards. There's a lot of different things you could be able to do with this. And what I might do for the people that stuck to the end, if we get enough ends down below, you guys make sure you definitely have liked the channel, subscribe. I will give on my next video of a hack when it comes to not only purchasing a vehicle inside of your business name, but how do we actually buy it outright in full and paying ourselves back instead of the banks. All right. Very major hack that I know you're not gonna find on YouTube, Google. Until next time, you already know what time it is. It's your boy Kai Gibson, AKA Rich Secrets. And y'all know where to reach me down below inside the description section.